Well, greetings and salutations, my excellent friends. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Recently, I got a question about films here in Korea, specifically when we get Western films. And I thought that was a really interesting question because Korea, since it does have a very fast internet connection, is also well known for its internet piracy. And it's a double-edged sword because Korea comes down very hard on prosecuting those individuals that distribute Korean material. And there was an incident, I believe, last year where a Korean professor was downloading Korean television programming, copied the media, and sold DVDs. And I think he lost his job and was fined something along the lines of $30,000, 30 million won for that, which was I think, inconsequential. But still, the focus was on Korean medium. In fact, they have a program here called Be a Good Downloader. But if you're copying material produced in other countries, you can still go down the street and see sellers with tables full of DVDs, sometimes a day or two after the motion picture hits the screens. So, why am I bringing this all up? Well, it comes back to when movies are released here in Korea. A lot of times, if it's going to be a very big Hollywood blockbuster, you will actually find that the movie will be released here maybe up to a week or more before it's released in the United States. And Spider-Man 2 is a great example of that. That released here April 24th, I think a full week before it opened in the United States. And the reason for that is that people knew that if it was released in the United States, you may not get those overseas dollars because it's going to be released in the United States. You're going to have the copies out on the internet that very same day. And in some cases, some countries that do not have the economic power that those in the United States do, they're going to spend the 50 cents to buy a copy on the street rather than go see it in the movie theater. So a lot of times we get a film a good week before the United States. On the flip side of that, there are also times when a movie has been out in the United States and has appeared on television or on DVDs before it's released here. I think, what was it, Now You See Me, the little magic one? I think it was already released possibly on DVD. I know it was months after it had been released in the United States before we got it here in Korea. At least that's my recollection. I could be off on that, but that was certainly my perception of that. One thing that I do like about movies here in Korea, and I just actually got back from purchasing the tickets for Spider-Man 2. We're taking a little delay in seeing it. It was 10,000 won, so about $10 for a ticket. Sometimes we do get a little discount depending on which credit card we use. But one of the cool things about purchasing tickets here in Korea is that you have reserved seating for just about every show. So you can look here on the screen, and when I go up, whether if I use the computer console, use the smartphone app, or just go up to the ticketing bay at the movie theater, they always show you the theater. So you know exactly what seats are available and what seats have been taken. So you can make a call on whether or not you want to go see that show. Now, back in the United States, we always knew how many people were there to see the show, but we didn't know where they were going to sit because it's a free-for-all. It's general admission. You just go in and sit, where all the seats here are reserved, and you go in and you find your seat and boom, you're good to go. So a lot of times we can look at the screen rating and say, in screen rating, we can see at the icon, the printout, whatever, where the seats are, and decide, do we want to see this? Do we want to see this? Is this too high? Is this too close? In addition to how many seats are still available, I think that is the way to go. I really wish theaters in the United States would do that more. I just think that cuts down on any of the issues. You just go in, you have your ticket, you have your seat, boom, you're done, and you go. And in the United States, most movie theater chains now have smartphone apps. You have the kiosks at the movie theaters. I can't even remember the last time I actually went up to a proper ticket booth to purchase a ticket. Whether it be in the United States or here in Korea, I've always used online ticketing because I just want the ticket. Boom, I print it out, I'm gone. I can bypass that front door and go straight in. Makes things so much easier. So yeah, that's a great question and I think a great experience, but I want to know, in your home country, are all seats reserved? I know that in the United States we had certain elite class, I want to say movie theaters, maybe 60 seats or so, and those were specially reserved. Very fine dining establishments, nice leatherback seats, little table, almost like a love seat type thing. It is actually kind of nice. So, but I want to know if you have reserved seating in there. Here in Korea, we have the standard reserved seating. A lot of the theaters have the Sweet Box, which are seats on the very top, and I think they're almost double the price. It's like a couch with a top and a high back to it, so you can like cuddle up with your little loved one there. It's kind of cute, nice for dates. But it's called the Sweet Box. But yeah, what kind of special seating do they have in your neck of the woods? Be sure to let me know. And until tomorrow, as always, thanks for watching. Be true to yourself and always stay awesome.